And here is what is left from the Ramases statue, from the Ramases giant statue. This used to be a giant, huge statue, 1,000 tons, one piece of granite, 20 meters high. And the statue in pieces today. And this is the statue, by the way, known as Ozymandias, Shelley of the 1800s.
Yes.
And he wrote his famous poem.
Go ahead, recite it for me. I know you're kind.
Okay. The Ozymandias.
I am Ozymandias, king of kings. Look on my works and despair, or something like that.
So this is Ozymandias. And by the way, Ozymandias is the second name of Ramases the Great. Uzer Ma'at Ra. So that's Ozymandias. And look at the feet of the statue here. The Ozymandias feet.
Oh my
goodness. Look at these huge feet.
Left of the face?
The head and the shoulders, they are quite in a good condition. Like if we get closer, you will notice the head and the shoulders laying down here. That's all what's left. And certainly the cartouches on the base with the name, the Ozymandias name. The sign here. See the cartouche. That's Uzer. And this is Ma'at, and this is Ra. So Uzer, Ma'at, Ra. That's the name used as Ozymandias. So this is Ra, Ramases, which is Ramases. The head and the shoulders of the broken Ramases statue. Oh, I see.
I noticed that there's little pieces.
And we notice the cartouches on his shoulders.
Oh, I see.
And that's the open court in the Ramassem. We see the elegant standing statues of Ramases the Great surrounding the court. And one of these heads now in the British Museum. A similar head to this one. Another grand head like this one in the British Museum. The colonnade and the elegant columns of the hypostyle hall of the Ramassem temple. The most well intact part of the whole temple. Some of these are still in intact colors, It might not be clear in my video. But some of the turquoise, red, blue color. And the birds. This is the intact version of the Karnak style house. With a stone ceiling and beautiful decoration. Same columns, the same technique. The central columns, these what we call them open papyrus flowers. So these are open papyrus flowers. And the side columns, these are what we call them closed papyrus buds. So these are the closed buds, and these are the open papyrus flowers. So here we have the garden of papyrus, but all of stone flowers. With a ceiling, with a stone ceiling. And it's all been painted and decorated. Also, they created windows underneath the ceiling and on the top of the small columns. We call them clear story windows to ventilate and illuminate this hall. So when the walls were here, this all was perfect in colors, and the light used to come from these windows.
So it was closed off.
It was all closed off, yes. And the Ramases palace was outside, out there. And he got two palaces, one for himself and another one for his harem.
I thought those are storerooms or workshops.
No, the storerooms are on the other side of the temple.
Oh, and this is this palace?
These two palaces, one for himself and one for his harem. And look at the scenes here. You see Ramases receiving offerings, receiving his hook and flail from Amun-Ra. And he depicted the sons, his sons, down here. So these are Ramases' kids. On the other side, the rest of the sons, and that's where
How many are there?
they are actually 92. And here is the name of his son, his successor, Mermbita, in a cartouche.
Here.
Here. No, here.
Oh, here.
Yes, here. That's Mermbita. So he wrote the nominated successor
That was one of the
in a
sons.
cartouche. He's one of the sons. He's number 13 of his sons. So probably the other 12 died earlier.
Disappointing.
And this is a smaller chapel for the boat. This is the smaller chapel for the boats, the sacred boats. Where here you see the priests carry the boat of Amun-Ra. According to the scene. The living quarters for the priests.
Oh, okay.
All of mud brick. And they all were gone. And over there, look at the arches. These are the storage rooms.
Oh, okay, there's more behind it.
And that's more related to the Joseph story. You know Joseph and the Pharaoh in the Bible?
I'm not into historical fiction, but I'm familiar with the story. Yeah.
Okay, we know that all these storerooms or storage rooms started from the time of Joseph, when they decided to store granaries for the famine days. Royal title, Nisu. Here is Nisu, and that's Bidi, meaning King of Upper Lower Egypt. Nisu Bidi, King of Upper Lower Egypt, and then you see the cartouche right after. That's a very famous title, Nisu Bidi, meaning King of Upper Lower Egypt. Yeah, the graffiti.
Yeah.
From 1800 graffiti. A lot of graffiti everywhere. The storage rooms from the distance. From the time of Joseph.